What's up, Capricorns? This is your metaphysical advisor, Montre Bible, and I will be doing a tarot reading for the month of July 2019. Stay tuned. All right, Capricorns, so July is a universal 1 month. So we've ended the cycle and now we're starting anew. So for 1 month, you want to begin a new project, you want to start on a new idea, new relationships. You're great, you're open to do these new things. Especially we're having a new moon and a solar eclipse is going to really charge this moment up. But remember, Mercury is going retrograde. So let's look into it and see when all of this is happening. On July 1st, Mars is moving into your 8th house. Your 8th house is about sexuality, the things that you share, your finances. So your sex life may heat up during the month of July, so get ready for that. Also, you may have some issues regarding your finances, and it's not really your money, but other people's money. You may find that more people are offering you money. They want to buy you things. They want to buy you drinks. They want to do this for you, do that for you. It deals with other people's money. It also deals with your credit and finances and loans and other things too. So on the negative side, you can have issues with that. On July 2nd, we have a new moon and a solar eclipse. Please circle this day because this is the time that something new, a new beginning, a great new beginning is about to happen. If there's something that you really want to happen, you want to align your intentions up on July the 2nd. This is happening in your 7th house of relationships. So if you're trying to manifest a relationship, if you're trying to have a new relationship, this is the time to picture what is your perfect relationship going to be like. On July 2nd, with the new moon and the solar eclipse, you are going to manifest this. If whatever you put in your mind to get, you'll get it. On July 3rd, Venus moves into your 7th house as well. So Venus wants to help you get that love of your life. Venus wants to help you charge that relationship up. If you're presently in a relationship, your relationship is going to get smoother, it's going to get better, it's going to be easier to do. If you're not in a relationship, you may find that you have a lot of people that are interested in you, Capricorn, during this time. On July 9th, Mercury is going retrograde in your 8th house. So there's going to be some things about your finances that you may have to deal with, there's some old stuff that you have to deal with. There may be something that you're relearning about your finances if you're trying to do that. It also could mean, especially with this 7th house energy going on, excuse me, I'm getting tongue-tied. With Mercury going retrograde in your 8th house, there may be something about your sex life that comes to play. It could be something that you're learning about your sex life, something that you're learning about, something that you used to know, but you had to relearn about your sexuality. And sometimes we can be conservative and think, oh, I know everything. But it could be something. It also could mean that you may hear about, Mercury's going retrograde. Old sex partners could come into play. Especially when Mercury goes retrograde again in Cancer to your 7th house. You may have someone that you used to be in a relationship come into the picture on July 19th. Somebody who was a very, very sexual person with you and that it was hot and heavy. It's going to keep it going. You don't have to decide to be with this. This is probably an ex. You don't have to decide to be with that ex, but you may want to explore it as they come back into the picture. On July 14th, there's a full moon in your 1st house. So you're going to really, with the full moon, then it's in Capricorn, you're going to have to make a decision on who you are, how you want to be seen. Who are you really, Capricorn? And this happens once a year. So with the full moon in your 1st house, you're going to have to make some decisions clear, and it's probably going to have to do because you have all this relationship energy and this ex-lover, ex-relationship energy coming into play. You're going to have to make some decisions about how you want to be seen. On July 23rd, the sun moves into your 8th house, once again heating up your sex life. So it's not going to stop. But also, if you guys don't have a hot sex life, it could be something to do with your finances. So some of you Capricorns are going to be heavily dealing with other people's money, dealing with your finances, your loans, things that you need to pay back. And that's what that Mercury retrograde in the 8th house. That could be dealing with money that you need to pay back that you haven't paid back yet. So for some of you Capricorns, you're going to be dealing heavily with that, with some loans. Other Capricorns, you're going to be dealing with your sexual relationships. On the 28th, Venus moves into your 8th house too. So if you may have a new lover come into play, or that lover that you've been dealing with may heat up even more, and there may be something a little bit more. You may find like there's something more to it. On the 30th, Mercury goes direct in your 7th house. So if communication has been off with this person, it's going to start improving at the end of the month. So give it time. So it looks like the overall energy here is your relationships and your sex life, and possibly your finances that could be connected to that. Let's go to the tarot and see what the tarot has to say for Capricorn. Capricorn. Let's see what the overall energy is going on. We're going to look at the animal oracles first, and then we'll look at the tarot and then try to get some clarity, okay? So we're going to do a reading for the overall energy for Capricorn for the month of July 2019. Capricorn for the month of July 2019. Capricorn for the month of July 2019. Wow. So Capricorn, you got the lion spirit, which is about being generous of spirit, being royalty, being proud of who you are. And this is kind of coinciding with this whole Leo energy that's coming into, because you know you have Mars and Leo in your 8th house. This is going to bring a lot of energy when it comes to who you are and how you carry yourself. And because there's so much energy, Mars is moving into Leo and moving into your sex life. And then you have all this energy in your 7th house. You need to be generous of spirit. Do not be scared. Do not be afraid to move forward when it comes to this new adventure that's coming up in July. Capricorns tend to be a little bit more conservative about how they do things, but I say take an adventure. Be generous of your spirit and allow yourself to go on this adventure and see what happens. Let's see what the tarot has to say about July for Capricorn. The month of July for Capricorns. What does Spirit want to say for Capricorns for the month of July? Capricorn for the month of July 2019. Capricorn for the month of July 2019. So you have the 3 of Cups, the Knight of Swords reversed, and the 5 of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, you have the 6 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, okay? So let's talk about this a little bit. It looks like you've been doing a lot of celebrating, a lot of partying, and this is going to be like improving your social life. This could be like you've done the partying and you've done the socialing. Is that a word? You've been partying and socializing and meeting some new people. You're going to meet some new people. You're going to have a reason to celebrate. With the Knight of Swords, it means that there's still no quite clarity of what's going on. There's some things that you need to focus on that you don't know yet. It's also being argumentative. The King of Swords could be somebody you know, it could be you, but it could be air sign, could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But it's also not having clear thought on what your goals are, being unfocused. And it could be with this, is that you've been too focused on one thing and not really another. With the 5 of Pentacles, this could be about that ex coming back. This means that something is coming out of the cold. Something that you left in the cold, or you coming out of the cold. Okay, so you're coming out of that place of loss. You're coming out of that place of lack. And you're about to have a lot of indulgence. You need to be careful with that energy as well, because you have the 6 of Pentacles. And the 6 of... I'm so tongue-tied today. The 6 of Pentacles is about imbalance. Too much giving or too much taking. So you need to focus on the balance of everything and trying to get that balance back, because there's definitely... You're going to have a lot of energy where you're going to have time to celebrate, but you're going to still need that clarity, okay? Let's get some clarity right now on the Knight of Swords reverse, please. Spirit, please give me clarity on the Knight of Swords reverse. Knight of Swords reverse. All right, so you get the Seven of Wands. This is about winning and trying to stay on top. There's a lot of energy that's going to be coming at you. And it could be somebody that you were competing against. But this is about... let me get some more clarity. Give me clarity on this Seven of Wands. Wow, there's a lot of energy going on with this. So what I see right here is that with this King of Swords, this is somebody who you were probably had some miscommunication with and lost. And you were fighting to stay on top. Or this energy could be reversed. And this could be that X energy that was presently going on. The King of Swords is someone who doesn't have full clarity of the idea of what's going on. This could be you or the other person. And there was a struggle to be on top. There was a struggle for this type of relationship. But in the end, you didn't have a victory, or that person had a victory. Give me some clarity on the Five of Pentacles. Clarity on the Five of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. There could be a female involved that you're very close to, and she rules things, but she could be a fire sign. She could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. And it looks like you're leaving this situation. Like she was, and this might not resonate with everybody, but she was keeping you down. She was keeping you in this state of lack. I guess maybe she had bad advice or something, and she was not giving you good advice. Give me some clarity on the Queen of Wands, please. Yeah, she looks like she had a plan of her own, and it wasn't your plan. But now you're rethinking things. You're rethinking of how you're going to go about doing this. Give me clarity on the Six of Pentacles. If you don't work on getting some balance, and especially because you have so much energy going on in your 7th house and your 8th house, if you want this relationship, if you don't work on getting some balance, there was some past calamity that happened, or this person caused this shock in your life. Okay, and the whole thing is that you need to work on balance, on getting that balance to prevent another moment like that. And the thing is, like, you can kind of see things happening. You can kind of see, like, okay, this is not going to end out well. But you can avoid that by working on balancing things out. So my advice to you is don't be scared. It looks like you were battling before and you lost some things, and you're kind of moving away from another situation that wasn't benefiting you. But if you move away from one situation, you'll benefit. And it could be like some negative female energy. It doesn't necessarily have to be a female. It could be a male too. But this person was definitely, they were using their energy. They have a lot of energy to control you. And they had their own plan. And it was like, I need to kind of get away from this because I'm still in this loss. Every time I listen to you, I'm still at this loss. So I'm going to move away from this energy and move into something else. And the only way you're going to get that is if you start getting some balance in your life. And this could be financial balance too. This could be that you need to kind of work on your finances and get to a point where you're not going to have this tower moment. It could be that you just need to balance out the energy. Like if somebody's buying something, you need to make sure that you're carrying a tab too or whatever. But make sure you balance everything out, okay? All right, Capricorn, I hope that resonates with you. Let me know what's going on with you guys. There seems to be some definitely relationship energy, but it seems to be a lot of reverse cards. So there was a lot of negative energy going on. But I feel like that Mercury in your 7th house and your 8th house is going to make some clarity for you, so you can figure that out. And I hope it works out for you guys. Hope you have a good month. But even with the negative stuff, learn a lesson, okay? Make something happen in reality, because if you don't do it, then who will?